guys, Ashley here. So today I am very excited to announce the first January More Manga Please discussion video. Woo! So yes, I started a More Manga Please book club where we focus on reading mangas every month. This is the first discussion video. It's happening. It's going on. For now, I think these are gonna solely stay book talk-ish uploads. I may do live shows in the future. Honestly, the thought of live shows alone kind of freaks me out. So for now, we're just gonna have my uploaded face for you to watch and enjoy in your free time. Take this video as an opportunity to, comment down below, start discussions. We're just here to talk about all the things. But specifically today, we are here to talk about our January picks, which were My Brother's Husband by Gengoroh Tagame and Children of the Wells by Umeda. First of all, no one corrected me the whole time. Children of the Wells. There's a "the" there. I'm stupid. So first, we're just gonna get going. There's gonna be spoilers, obviously. I'm just gonna talk about all my feels and thoughts. I don't really know what I'm doing. What is this? Obviously not all of you read both Children of Whales and My Brother's Husband, so if you didn't read My Brother's Husband and you don't want to get spoiled or you just don't care to listen to my thoughts, we can move on to Children of Whales. So if you click down on this timestamp right here, go to this timestamp. This is where we're going to be talking about Children of Whales. The first one I picked up for our club this month was My Brother's Husband Volume 1. I ended up giving this 5 stars. I loved it so much. It's so cute and so informative. This is such an important manga everyone needs to read. Everything was just dealt so well in this book, and it was so cute, and I just want to die. I just want to die! So the first thing I want to talk about is how this one breaks so many barriers and important topics, but just so delicately and just casually. So for start-offs, obviously we have Yaiichi dealing with the guilt and pain he feels from his brother Ryoji's death ultimately, and how he treated him in regards to him being gay, and obviously Michael Flanagan enters his life and how he's dealing with that relationship. It handles the relationship between an American and a Japanese person really well, and really does show how different the cultures are and how those intertwine and interact with each other. One thing I would like to note is just how being gay in this book was handled. There was never any hatred or negative vibe. It handled Michael's sexuality in a way that was informative and curious instead of just being all negative how it usually is portrayed in books. For example, with Kana and her friends, she's very curious and it's very just innocent and genuine curiosity, and I really like that about this one. For example, one of her friends was like, "Oh, I didn't know a man could marry a man. Did you know that, Mom?" And her mom's like, "No, I didn't." It shows a childlike perspective on the gay community, and I really like that. And a lot of times, Yaiichi makes it a point in this one to say how he doesn't necessarily understand Michael being gay, but that's really all. It's just a lack of understanding. I feel like a part of his hesitation to fully grasp Michael Flanagan from the start is not because he is gay, but I think it's because he has a special connection to Ryoji. And so in a sense, it's kind of like his missed opportunity, almost a second chance in a sense. Another thing is that this coming out story that he had with Ryoji, Ryoji came out to him and he kind of just like, okay, brush it off. It also just talks about how important it is that not only is the person who's coming out story important, but it's also important in how others view that and treat them afterwards, because that obviously is a huge burden. It's one of the things he regrets is that he didn't outright, I guess, comfort in a sense Ryoji and reaffirm him of how he views him after his coming out. Although it is a very great commentary on the very much closeted Japanese culture and society still, it also is very reflective on family relations and that kind of drama. I think many of us, when we started reading this, I didn't realize that Yaiichi's ex-wife was still alive, just like Michael Flanagan. Like, he too was shocked, like, whoa, thought this bitch was dead. But no, it shows a healthy divorced relationship. Not that divorce is healthy, but you know what I mean? It shows a positive outlook on divorce. Yaiichi and his ex-wife are very amicable for Kana's sake. They kind of come together when they need to be for her in a very healthy setting. It does touch on some points where Kana talks about how they used to fight and stuff, but the picture we get of them is very healthy, good vibes for Kana, which I appreciated. It's a very good look at how a divorce relationship can work and be, and how the child can still be happy. I like that. This book also, I felt, broke a lot of stereotypes in regards to Yaiichi, because he's a stay-at-home dad. He has to fulfill almost like this mother role towards Kana. We see him doing this stereotypical stereotypical motherly role things, and I like that that stereotype was taken away in his regard and it's not questioned whatsoever. You know, he cleans the house, he does the cooking, he takes care of Kana. I really appreciate how everything was portrayed in this book. It was just, this was so good. Like, what the heck? What was this little ounce of a novel that I picked up? Whoever recommended this, thank you so much. I had a great time. I know a lot of you enjoyed it as well. A lot of other things I liked is that, like I said earlier, it is a good view at the difference in culture between an American and a Japanese person. And I almost feel like you are Michael in the sense reading this, because a lot of times there are a lot of things that are brought up that are norms in Japanese society or culture, and you as a reader are like, what is that? What does that word mean? And then every now and then there'll be little asterisk points below their speech or below the squares, and it will tell you what they're referring to or what they're saying or what it means in regards to Japanese society, and that was very helpful. A lot of times when Michael is speaking English as well, it will have brackets saying in English. Just these little things throughout the book made it just so much more immersive and enjoyable, and oh, I just appreciate it so much. This is a work of beauty and art. Oh my gosh. Ooh, one part I really liked. So obviously we have Michael Flanagan entering Yaichi's life. He's a foreigner, he's new, he's gay, all these new things, and they make this parallel to tempura sushi, which I really liked. I think when they're eating sushi, Michael is like, oh yes, in America we put tempura in our sushi, and Kana and Yaichi are like, what the heck? That's weird. What? And one quote in particular in this book that I was just like, ooh, this symbolism was like, maybe marriage between men is like tempura sushi for me, because he doesn't understand it but he's trying to, and I really like that comparison in regards to Ichi. Like, gay marriage to him is like tempura sushi. Don't understand it. It's not necessarily bad, you just don't understand it. We also have, I believe it's Kana's friend or one of her friend's brothers, schoolmate, whatever. He is so alone and doesn't want to tell anyone he's gay. I like that he found kind of like a leadership and role model in Mike, and that was really inspiring to see. So many little things. So many little things. But yeah, that is my little rant review of My Brother's Husband. I really didn't know what to expect going into it. It's very different than I thought it was going to be. I also went ahead and picked up volume 2 like many of you did, and ooh, it's wrapped up so nicely and it's so worth it, and it touches on so many more important issues in volume 2. We divulge more into Yaichi's understanding and acceptance of Mike, and you see their relationship start to form better and their bond they have with Kana. Second volume also focuses a lot more on the outside perspective and how they view this weird relationship that Yaichi has with this Canadian man, and it's just really great. So if you enjoyed volume 1, I highly recommend that you pick up volume 2, guys. Those are all my thoughts. Yes. Hello. Alright, so the next one we picked up for this month is Children of the Whales, which I'm pretty sure in this video I still consistently said Children of Whales, so I hate myself. Yo, this was a wild journey, let me say. So all I knew going into this was that it was very Studio Ghibli-esque and kind of magical in a sense. First off, I'm just gonna say it. What the freaking heck? This ending. Did you see that? What was that? What was that? Honestly, like, what the heck? Okay, I'll get there. Okay, so my overall thoughts at first. I gave this like a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I think it's because after reading My Brother's Husband, which is so character driven and it has so much character growth and development, Children of the Whales is very much more, I guess, atmospheric in a sense and plot driven, and you're more invested in this world, so in the characters. And although I did like Chikuro and some of the side characters, you didn't really get to know them enough or see much more of their character, or they didn't have very important character moments where I felt extremely drawn or attached to their story. Like, I'm not really invested in the characters. I'm more invested about this world and this plot and what is this mysterious question that lies on the mud whale. The first note I have here says, what the frick? We'll get to that. We'll get to that. I don't know if this was just me, but from the start, I kind of had trouble seeing who was male and female. Everyone is drawn just so pretty and nice and with delicate soft features and long hair. So sometimes I had to step back and I was like, okay, you're a dude. One thing that this manga did do it very well is introducing the world to us, and I guess like this, the society and the culture that surrounds the mud whale. There's this weird floating sand drift thing, and it did a really good job at introducing this world. Although it was a lot to take in, how it's illustrated so nicely, it's just very immersive and easy to get into. I was just never confused. Again, it had very Studio Ghibli vibes where everything is kind of weird and fantastical and things are happening and you don't really know why, but you kind of just go with the flow. That's what I really got from this. I got such Studio Ghibli vibes and it was awesome. Okay, so we'll just go to the ending because the build-up I feel like is not slow. It's very steady and then boom, bitch, it hits you. So the ending, we have these weird-ass clown creatures come to islands and I'm like, oh, what's gonna happen? They're probably gonna take the prisoners prisoners, or what's the girl that they found, Lycos? No, bitches just started shooting spear arrow things, and I was like, okay, it's probably like a warning, like back up. This image on this page where they're all like stuck with spears, I did not see that coming. I was like, whoa, this is like the freaking purge. Red alert, like and no, purge has now began. Let's kill all the bitches. That was very shocking to me. I was just like, what the frick? But yeah, so we had these weird ass clown-esque figures. To me personally, the way they are presented and drawn is in a very different style compared to the people of the Mud Whale. The Mud Whale people I feel like are more country-esque, just more rural. Everyone on the little clown floating things was very modern. Their technology was way up, and even though the Mud Whale does have this like very powerful source of power, everything with the clowns seemed more modern. So it almost makes me question, like, who are these people? Where are they coming from? They call the people of the Mud Whale the prisoners. Let's kill the prisoners. What is happening? So one thing that we have here in this one was the elders, which are the oldest people on the Mud Whale. They don't possess the power, and so they are the elders. They are old, assuming they know some secrets that they don't tell everybody else. So why is a Mud Whale so isolated from the rest of the world? Was it like this attempt to be in this utopia-esque society and escape the world problems, but then like why are they considered prisoners? Also, another thing, Lycos, they purged their emotions in this weird organ-esque plant thing. What was happening there? Why does the world have no emotions? Are the clown people like that? These are the questions I have. What would cause society to go to such a level to not have any emotions except for this one little sand drift of the Mud Whale? There are like all little emotional freaks down there, because even when they have funerals, when they have a funeral at the beginning, they refuse to cry. They don't want to cry. So sort of like a sense of that, but not completely. So you can tell they came kind of from the same background, but they diverged off. It was just a lot to take in. I'm still very just like, what the heck? One thing I would like to know, I did appreciate this little moody prisoner boy, Uini. I liked him. I hope we see more of him. Yes, he did like kind of like kidnap Chikuro and Lycos, but you know, it's fine. If you guys don't know, this one is actually an anime as well, and I believe it came out early last year, maybe, and it's actually on Netflix. So if you enjoyed Children of the Whales, you can watch it on Netflix. I tried watching the first episode. Reading this was such like a magical and fantastical ride of a time, and then like visually watching it, I didn't get that same effect. So I don't know if that's just me, and maybe that happens often. Like I read the manga too quickly, so when I watch something that is adapted, it usually doesn't live up to my standards. One thing that the anime is helpful for is visually seeing their powers. That weird thing they emanate from their bodies and like goes up and they light up and they have these little markings on them. At least if you don't dig the anime like I did, it's nice to watch the first episode and just see how everything is visually meant to be pictured. But yes, that's my review of Children of Whales. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts. Did you agree with them? Were you shook at this purge, clown ass, killing, spear, human slaughter? What is happening? Alright, that was my discussion video of both Children of the Whales and My Brother's Husband. Comment below, like start your own discussions. Did you have points that I didn't reach? I'm sure you did. So if you have something you want to say about these books, how you felt, what you liked, what you didn't like, questions you have, predictions for Children of the Whales, how you felt this was all betrayed and My Brother's Husband, comment below, comment with each other. Thank you guys so much if you picked up both of these reads or even one of them. It means so much that people are actually interested in reading manga with me. I'm having so much fun. Keep tagging me in all your pictures and your stories. I love reading them and reposting them. It's been a great, lovely time. So our February picks, which I'm not announcing here, will actually be going up. If you're watching this on the day it comes out, it will be going up in like 2 days on February 2nd, which I'm so excited about for our February reads. Oh, feelings. Ha! Thank you again for joining this month's discussion. Alright, my name is Ashley, this is ashleyoutpaged, and, you know, join our More Manga book club. You like manga? You like reading? More manga, please! Alright guys, I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Thank you!